Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, UCONN Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see, the UCONN Huskies taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Connecticut's offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. UCONN will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He'll pull it on the read. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. Off play action. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to this football game. A week ago, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UCONN. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Horn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll run the counter. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UConn going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, Parker. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. On the ground, it's Horn. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Gore. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36. Second down coming up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple 1st. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rides the back on the option to give. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds his tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. They make the tackle, but UCONN has it out for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Snowed under by the defense. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion.
3rd down coming.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Surging forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw on third. Snags it! And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Dances away to buy time. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets it out quickly. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Horn. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fights off a defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. UCONN will have to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
UCONN has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Jukes his way for more. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on 2nd down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The running back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. UCONN will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The give on the option. There he goes. Runs through a tackle. He's piled up 97 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they'll just down it right there. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's the pressure. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
19, UCONN 3.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Hold and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Third and short. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And first down for the offense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. They'll run play action. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Kick is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Motion from the wideout. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Timeout. UConn.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
Well, it's a great
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away on fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Bitonio. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up 14 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Defense not showing press coverage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's cross. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's cross. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.